Okay, gang. New day. It's a bright sunny day, beautiful day. I got a movie on, Charlie Chan in Rio this time. I love my Charlie Chan. All right. In one of my previous videos, I discussed um, the piece that I'm going to use to join my two vents in the attic space. Here it is. All right. This is called a Y. Yeah, I know it's a Y. It looks like a Y, but its spelling is W-Y-E. And I had to look it up because it was something that I was unfamiliar with. It goes back to the 1600s. To the Old English Dictionary means it's used in rivers, railroads, and plumbing and HVAC and vents. It's basically means it just you do a two into one in a Y shape, two into one, and here it is. So the first thing I'm going to do with my Y, W-Y-E, is seal the joints. This is a nice piece too. I got this from Lowe's, special order, originated from Nevada, and it came last night. It's one of those things where you can pick it up, right? Or you got the curbside, or you can go into the store. Anyway, they sent me a text around 7:30 last night. So my local Lowe's is open till 10, so I jumped in and got it real quick. So here it is, really nice, I got to say. I checked the dimensions. It's right on the money. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this part of the Y for my heated exhaust, and this part of the Y for my lighted exhaust. And this is going to go to my vent, which I have. I've got two vents, and I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. I got two vents to exhaust it. I've got this one that I've had forever and a day. And I got this one that I bought not long ago. So they're both this is made for 4 or 6, depending upon, let me see if that's right, yeah, 4 or 6. It's got a big flapper inside there. This one's smaller. And this has a bug grill on it. And I heard that can resist airflow. Because the more obstacles you put in air, and just like water too, the more obstacles you put into a system, it's going to slow it down because of friction and drag and all that other stuff. So I don't know which one I'm going to use yet, and I'll let you know. So the first thing I'm going to do, like I said, is seal all these up with some foil tape. Get it looking nice and pretty. And there's a couple of high spots in here. Now this is not as critical as my HVAC, because this is just exhaust, so it's not as bad. But this is nice. This is a nice piece, ain't it? Look at this thing. The Y, W-Y-E. Who knew? Now be honest. If you guys knew what it was, you can let me know. But if you didn't, and I've been around, but I had to look it up. I did. I had to look it up. I'll be honest with you. All right, so let me put some foil tape on this, and we'll come back because it needs to be. Yeah, I like to seal it up real good as best I can. I mean, why not? It's here. I got the tape. Look at this tape. Look at this roll of tape I have. So it's just sitting here collecting dust. So, and I like this tape. It's good stuff. And you do have to squeegee it. You got to squeegee the tape. And I got to squeegee not too far away. All right, so let me do that, and we'll come back in a few. So sit tight. All right, we're still working on the foil. Got one more side to do. This side. Got this side all done. Now this is pressure-sensitive tape, so you got to squeegee it down. Flatten it down. So, alright. So we're almost there. Hold on. Okay, the Y's all set. It's all ready. I'll squeegee down. Next thing to do is I'm going to cut a couple pieces from my long flex and attach them here and here with clamps and foil tape, and then this will be the main line going out to my vent. I have to see how much flex I have when I'm done to see where I'm going to vent it, so we'll see. And I still don't know which one I'm going to use, either this one or this one. And I still don't know where I want to vent it to. I'm thinking about inside the garage, which is, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I heard some pros and cons against doing that. Obviously, you want to vent it outside, but you can't. I have vented soffits, and you can't put these kind of vents in a vented soffit because it'll, when that moist air goes from to the outside from your bathroom, right? It'll come back in your attic space and can create mold in the areas where it comes through the vented soffit. So that's not good. So I know venting it in your garage is not optimum, if I can use that word, but it might be the lesser of two evils. So I'm leaning in that direction. All right, so let me get some of my flex cut, and we'll check back in a little bit. Hold on. All right, I'm working on my cuts. I'm making them 18 inches. You got to make sure you have enough of the actual venting itself, you know. So be careful of that. All right, so 18 inches and a little bit extra. And I'm going to put this next one, and then we're going to start putting it on my Y. All right, hold on, get back. Okay, gang, got both my cuts made. Now I'm just going to orient them the way I want. I want to put this one, I think I said, this is going to be my heated exhaust line. This is going to be my lighted exhaust. Is there a reason for it? Well, I think the heated exhaust is a little more powerful, and I want a straighter flow. Not that this is, you know, but I'm going to use this more than I'm going to use this. So I want this to be a nice flow. This will get out there, but I'm going to be using this, the heated exhaust, probably more than the lighted exhaust. I'm gonna unmatch it. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking. Get a straighter run to the outside. Okay. So this is gonna go like this. That's gonna go like that. You see that, right? Yeah. I got my clamps. I got my 4-inch clamps. So I'm gonna clamp it. Then I'm gonna wrap it in foil tape, and then that'll be done. Actually, I take that back. It won't be done. I'm gonna do I'm gonna connect my the rest of my flex, which I don't have a whole lot left. I measured it. I had 16 feet, and I used 3 feet, so I got 13 feet of my flex left. Here it is. All right. So I'll go ahead and make that connection after I get done with this. Just to make it easy. All right. So sit tight. I'll be back. Okay, making progress. I got the two short little legs clamped. All I have to do is clean it up. For instance, I'm going to put this piece up here. It's sticking out, not doing much of anything. Then I'm going to just foil wrap them, pull the insulation down, and get that going. I will be insulating this. I'll probably use my this wrap, because this wrap is good. Nothing wrong with this wrap at all. And I got a lot of it left, so I'll be using that to wrap this when I get there. So we're moving along. All right, hold on, be back. One thing real quick. When I'm foil taping like a connection like this, I don't tape over the this part of the clamp, because if you have to undo it, yeah, you know, you just have to fight the tape to get to the nut and all that stuff. So I try to get close to it, but I don't cover it. So other guys might, but I just choose not to. All right, hold on. Okay, I've got those two clamps taped. I'm just going to squeegee them. I didn't cover my, you know, the big part of the clamp, like I said, just because, just in case. Now I decided to go ahead and put the remaining flex on this, because I want to wrap this in a blanket of insulation, right? So I'm gonna, when I get ready, I'm gonna pull this down, pull this side down, because I don't have a whole lot of this outer covering. So I'm going to do the best I can, but I'm going to do the majority in that insulation. That's going to be my blanket. I'm just going to blanket around. But I want to put that on this end too, so I can make it like one big blanket. You know what I mean? So we got a plan. All right, hold on. I'll be back. All right, we got the main line, my main 13-footer clamped. I'm gonna tape it. But I tell you what, this is a really nice fitting. This why? Because this wasn't crimped. This end was not crimped like these two, and this 4-inch flex went right over it with no problems at all. So it's, you know, when you got good materials that you're working with, it makes the job go a lot easier. So I'm going to continue. I'll clamp down my clamp, tighten it down. I'm going to foil tape it, and then I'm going to work on insulating this whole thing as a whole. And you know what? I have some leftover 6-inch in this box over here. I might, yeah, we'll see. It would be really easy for me to take a nice big piece of just the insulation on the top layer and just kind of blanket this around there. It would be so nice to do that. But I got that too, so, and that's fine. I mean, I looked that up. That's what? That's an R6, I believe. So it's, or maybe even higher. No, yeah, I think it's an R6. So, anyway, we're going to keep on going. Just wanted to check in with you. Hold on. Okay, gang, almost there. I decided to label my runs, because once I get this all insulated, I'm not going to know which is which, right? Because I probably won't be able to tell. So I labeled this heater exhaust main, and this is light exhaust. So I figured I'd, you know, better do that now before I cover this up, because I might lose track of which is which. It might be hard to tell. And yeah, she's all, the Y is all taped. Everything's ready to go. I just have to shorten up my, you want to pull the actual vent out, the hose, to get ready for the next part of it. That's there. I still want to think about how I want to do this, so maybe I'll end the video that I'm doing now and think about this, take a little break. Think about if I want to use that, or if I want to scavenge a piece of, here's the 6-inch over here. And I already scavenged a piece. So here's the 6-inch, right? And it would be real easy for me just to cut a piece off. You know, cut a piece down here, and just kind of wrap the whole thing around. So I'm going to think about that. Because this was the crappy flex vent. This was the crappy one. This stuff, and there's a difference, you see. Hopefully you can see this. Just so you guys know, this is Owens Corning, which is a big name, right? Can you guys see it? I can't tell. me bring it closer. This is the Owens Corning. This is the 6-inch. This is the stuff that I almost returned. And I think we got this at Lowe's. Wait a minute, now there's a better label on the top. Let me look at the top. Silver Jacket Flexible Duct. Imperial, oh, that's right. This is Imperial. Okay, so this is Imperial, which is a big name. See it all the time. And here's the 4-inch. This is, and I like the 4-inch better. This is Masterflow. Masterflow 4-inch. So it comes out of North Carolina. So I prefer the Masterflow compared to the Imperial. That's just my personal preference. Alright, this thing's running way long. Let me cut it into 2 pieces, 2 parts. We'll take a little break because I got my mask on because I'm working on this insulation. Get something to drink. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use this. Scavenge a piece of the insulation and the top layer and put a nice little blanket around here. Because I have it. I have that, but I have this, so I think I'm leaning heavily towards using that. But let's take a break, and I'll start a new one when I get back to working. All right, so sit tight, and as usual, there's going to be more coming up.